So I'm trying to record the moon and it's just not coming up. Oh, that's because my camera is covered. Yeah, okay, so there we go. There's the moon. It is right around 9 p.m. on Sunday, April 21st, 2024. There's like this beautiful moon outside. I can't tell if it's full or half or a quarter, but it's really bright. And it was shining through the closed shades throughout the evening and giving this entire place or like this mystical, magical glow. And that's why I turned the lights off to better see this gorgeous moon that's outside. It's just phenomenal. I love stuff like this. I love nature and weather and celestial events like eclipses and full moons and things like that. These are all part of our natural world, and they're just phenomenal to look at and to see. So as soon as I noticed that there was like this big blue glow outside coming through my shades earlier this evening, I turned off all the lights, opened the shades because I don't want any of the creeps at the 191 Green Street building to be able to see in here. I think they can already see pretty much what I do in here anyway because they keep telling me they can. And just this moon is just magnificent. And along with it, there's just, again, been this phenomenal vibe throughout the evening. I don't know if it has anything to do with the moon or not, but just this really incredible sort of mystical, sort of like a fantasy movie kind of vibe, the kind that you would get if you're watching like Aragon or, I don't know, like any of those like movies, or maybe even Skyrim, which is a kind of like a fantasy. I think Skyrim is a fantasy video game series. So I've been getting that. And then last night I had this past night, sort of like a visitation from Twin Flame number 2. He's around. He lets me know when he's around. He's one of the most magnificent beings I have ever known. And he's just unreal. And he's, he lives in the area, well, about 45 minutes outside of Boston. So, hey, BPR, how are you? Hope you're well. Hope the house is doing well. He recently purchased a beautiful house sort of north of the city. So maybe that's all kind of in the same soup of stuff that happened today. And this moon is just, it doesn't stop. It's amazing. And it just makes everything that it touches just that much more interesting and cool. And, there's nothing like moonlight coming through your windows. Basically, that's what I'm saying. So while all the low-life scum sex offenders around me in Unit 88, 78, 76 are all perving and creeping and hate stalking on what I do in the privacy of my bathroom, as I reported in several videos I had to make over the last few days, where I get aggressively harassed when I sit on the toilet by the psychopath in 78, the violent thug in 76, and then the creep in 88 starts to compulsively masturbate against the wall to my unit when I come out of my bathroom after having used the toilet. Well, I like to perv and creep all over natural phenomena such as the moon and solar eclipses and really cool weather patterns, neat storms and things like that. I love blizzards. I love rainstorms. I love severe winds. It's all very exciting to me. I love that stuff. So that's what I perv and creep on. And because it's part of our beautiful environment, that's perfectly normal. It's not normal for these psycho nut job sex offenders to perv and creep all over what other people do in their bathroom, especially since the use of surveillance devices in people's living spaces is highly illegal, and they're too stupid to know that, so they just brag to me about what they can see me doing in here. But this is what gets me going, stuff like this beautiful moon. And I love it when we have super moons and the moon is even bigger and more bright and cooler to look at. That's all great stuff to me. I love that stuff. So yeah, it's a beautiful Sunday evening, a little chilly outside. There's no heat in this unit once again. There's never any heat in this unit, and it's probably in the 40s right now. So if it gets any colder tonight, I'm going to have to make another video and call inspectional services because I've sent dozens and dozens of notifications to the landlord about the lack of heat in here, and they just don't do anything. So there was no heat in here last night. There's no heat in here now. You can only hope that the weather is going to warm up, right? Since the landlord refuses to provide heat to their tenants, then your only solution is to either turn on the burners on the stove or to wait for the weather to warm up. So maybe the weather will warm up.